after an absolutely dominating first game of the season series between the Raptors and Hawks, where they win by over 40 points. I mean, it was just lopsided and ugh. This game was ugh as well. Flip side, Raptors lose 125-121 to the Atlanta Hawks. A few things credit to this game. Well, one is defense altogether, which was gross. They looked absolutely like, who's covering who? Like, they just didn't know who they wanted to cover. It was just gross. They didn't look good. The Raptors did not look good at all. Their communication was so off, and they were just, the Atlanta Hawks were just getting so many clean looks from deep, and they were just, which seemed like they were hitting just about all of them, and it hurt. It really did. I know the percentages, 3-point wise, were fairly close, but it hurts. It really does. Knowing that Paul Millsap was coming back into this game, did you expect him to have a huge impact like this big? No. But what it does do, and a lot of people think one guy can't change something. He can. Because now there's another guy, another threatening guy, you've got to cover. And look how screwed up the Raptors looked on the defensive end with him out there. I mean, it was ugly, And a big contributing factor was the rebounding. And I think if you want to say it wasn't really the defense, it was more or less the offensive rebounding, then you could throw that argument out there. But the rebounds were 44-28. 15-8 on the offensive glass. When you're getting out rebounded that bad, it's going to be very difficult to win. I don't care who's playing. That's a tough stat to lose that bad in. I mean, yes, Millsap only had 14 points. But a big reason of why this team won is because Dwight Howard literally turned back the clock and played like he did years ago with Orlando. Huge on the glass, big down low, just a great player down low. He was 10 of 13, 76%. I mean, he was dynamite. And he made Bebe look absolutely silly, and he made JV look silly at some points. I don't know if that's the veteran part of him or what, but he made all our guys look like they just played their first NBA game. And it sucked. Dennis Schroeder also had a big night, 24 points for them. Kyle Korver, 19 and 23 minutes. I mean, he was dynamite off the bench. The Raptors did not play well defensively. I understand when you're playing teams like Golden State and you're playing teams like Cleveland and Oklahoma City and big offensive juggernaut teams like that. You can throw the Spurs in there if you want, things like that. I understand giving up 115, 120 points in those games because they're so offensively sounded. Against the Atlanta Hawks, where they're a gung-ho three-point shooting team, more or less, other than Dwight Howard down low. When they made you guys look that bad, there was some communication off. There was something not right. And all we can do right now at this point is hope that it does not carry over to Orlando, in Orlando. That's all we can really hope. However, if we're going to take positives out of this game, the Raptors did not play their best game whatsoever. We know that for a fact. However, they lost by 4 points. Not that bad if you ask me. They fought back hard. Awful first half. Oh my goodness. Slowly grinded away and found that, find their groove late, but it just was not enough. So, just showing this team, they just fight. They don't quit. They do not quit. They fight until the bitter end. And they did, but it just was not enough. Big nights for Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan, though. I mean, DeMar had 34 points. He was huge. Great percentage, 15 of 26. Took 26 shots, 57% shooting. Kyle Lowry had 27 points. He was 9 of 16 shooting, 6 of 8 from deep. He's still lighting it up from behind the arc. DeMar Carroll did not look good. Joseph off the bench with 19. Terrence Ross, 10 off the bench. But it wasn't that one defensive dynamo. You didn't have that. Because usually the Raptors have that one bit of the game where they go on like a 12-0 run. The game has changed. That did not happen in this game. There were times where they went on a 4-0 run. But then the Hawks came back and got those 4 back. Maybe got 6. They couldn't find it all at once. And I think that's mainly the reason they lost, was more or less defensive stops, consecutive stops. And like I said earlier, the rebounding. I think that was the main contributing factor to this loss. So you know what? That is going to do it for this video, guys. Hey, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys haven't already. I really do appreciate everyone hitting the subscribe button. It shows me all the love you guys have, and it means the world. Comment down below, guys, what you guys thought of the game. What went wrong in your eyes? Let me know what you guys think, and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow night, Leafs edition. Leafs, Penguins. Oh, boy. And Sunday night, Raptors edition, Raps, Magic in Orlando. We'll see you guys then.